Yo, what it do? All right, sorry, we were having technical difficulties a minute ago, but welcome to the stream, man. Let me know where everybody's tuning in from all across the world, men, women, children, and everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today, we are gonna be looking at the market, the VeVe market, you know, and checking out some snipes, some flipping. We'll check out where the blue chips are currently. We're gonna check out the market cap, and we'll also stay tuned because we'll also be looking at the OMI chart and the OMI token as well, and taking a look at where the meta is right now, where the charts could be going, where the OMI token price could be going. So stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this out as well that we are live. All right, there we go. Danny, welcome to the stream. Send this to Trip. Yo, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone has a great day. Charlotte, North Carolina is in the house. Yo, Charlotte, what's going on? That's that Charlotte Hornet territory, that Michael Jordan territory over there. California, we got Cali vibes in the house. Palm Tree, you know, Golden Hill vibes over there. What's going on, David Perez? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the computer and start taking a look here at the VeVe market prices. Let me go ahead and scan over here real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so we are on the EcomiWiki.com website here, where we're going to be taking a look at some of the meta here. Ignore my vault because I haven't updated the vault price in like a hot minute. So I'm actually going to turn that off because it's distracting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at these collectibles here. And let's take a look at the actual interactive charts here and see where we can find some of this maybe hidden opportunities. And we'll also be taking a look at some of these, like I said, blue chips. For instance, like all together now. Let's do it all together now. Look at the prices all together. All right, look at this. Currently, we have the peak here at 10K, coming down, swinging back up at 7,200 here on all together now. Looking at one of the bluer chips, maybe one of the grails. I don't know. I feel like it would have to go to 15K to be a grail. It's a blue chip right now. I mean, in my heart, it feels like a grail. Let me know what you guys think about the all together now statue, or interactive, you know, aka the first Mickey animated all time. It's not the very first Mickey, but it's the first animated Mickey with music in the entire world in history as an NFT. All right, so it's taking a swing back around. Listings have curved back around, going down. Now these two are really important to pay attention to, and I don't know if anybody's really hit this. At least I don't know if I've seen it, but if you take a very close look here at the total number of listings in comparison to the price, you will notice that these two, when they diverge, there's a divergence right here on the chart. That's when the price obviously goes up. So as you can see, if these two start converging together, aka like weaving together, that's pretty much a bad deal for the price of the NFT. Right now, it looks like they are slightly diverging away currently at this current you know, day. So let's take a look at other collectibles. We'll take a look at the Todd McFarlane statue. That's another one I want to take a look at. But as you continue to watch this stream, just be aware right here that these, like I said, these two are very important to pay attention to. Now these are weaved together right here. 211 total listings. Now that's not typically, I mean, comparatively 7,500 Todds. This chart isn't exactly, you know, I would say in a nutshell that Todd has reached a level of what do I say? I would say consolidation right here. Look at this. These two are matching together, price and listings converging. Maybe we'll see a price dip, and you know, currently not really a big change in the last 24 hours, but this could also be a huge divergence type of scenario where, since they are converged together, if they do diverge, we could see a massive spike in Todd price. So pay attention closely to Todd's right now. They are converging. The listings and the price is converging together, as you can see right there on the chart. Hi from Singapore. Welcome in Singapore in the house. Las Vegas. Yo, what's going on, John P? Las Vegas in the house. Slots in the house. Char. Yo, what's going on? Pineapple Gang in the house. Let's play some Pineapple Gang music. How about we do that? All right, let's play some. What do you guys want to listen to? We got a lot here. We got let's go with the old school cut right here. We'll do these 2 in a row. I got NFTs because that's what we got. We got some NFTs in the house, so we'll play that. Maybe that's a little bit too loud. All right, here we go. Let me know if that's too loud on the music. There we go. We'll just play it in the background, just like that, just like that. Bulgaria in the house. What's going on, man? That's a ways away from America. Bulgaria in the house. Yo, what's going on? OG got NFTs. Yeah, let's go send this to Trip. Welcome in. MF Todd equals 30 BTC. Hey, I was legit saying at the beginning of last year, Todd was a Bitcoin and Riso is a house. All right. And now it's starting to look like that. It's starting to look like that, right? So these are something to pay attention to. And for those of you guys that are new, maybe to my channel and my streams, I've been in the stock market and Forex and I've been trading for years. So I bring all my trading experience to these Ecomi charts, these VeVe charts. So it's very unique, something different from everybody else. That matter of fact, look at the OMI charts. For those of you guys that know, I've been pretty accurate predicting OMI price movements and catalysts over the last year, even predicting this massive pump right there. And so yeah, we'll take a look at the OMI charts in a little bit, but like I said, for those of you guys are new tuning into the channel, that's what it is. All right, now we will take a look at the market cap breakdown to see the overall health beat of the market, because this is where it's very important. This is something I pay attention to, and this is what I say when I talk about looking at the macro side of the NFT space, right? By the way, let me pull in real quick. I'm just gonna crop out my browser real quick. There we go. All right, so with that being said, looking at this chart, we can see that yesterday the overall market cap for the entire VeVe app, all the collectibles combined, including the comics, was 1.6 billion. All right, last week we were sitting at 1.8 billion. We were doing a little bit better last week, and really 2 weeks ago we capped that at a little over 2 billion, and then we took a dip. All right, so we're still kind of finding where the market is. We're trying to find the overall, it looks like the market's trying to decide whether or not to, keep your collectibles, sell your collectibles, or, just kind of a consolidation period happening. But it could be finding a new support level at that 1.6, 1.7 billion, fluctuating between really 1.6 to 1.8 billion in that level. And like I said, I predicted this, that we'll probably break through 2 billion was kind of like the ceiling at a psychological level of the market. And I believe that we will break through that again. I don't know when, because I'm not I don't have a crystal ball by any means, but I do believe we'll break through 2 billion market cap. The collectibles on the app, they'll continue to drop, and the market cap will continue to go up just for that reason specifically, but also the grails will continue to rise, in my opinion, as well as time goes on. Like I said, paying attention to Todd and looking at that chart, that convergence that's happening right now on the chart, I think that's pretty big. We'll take a look at some of the newer drops as well. Is it Pile? I'm not sure how to pronounce the Pile. I'm after. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll take a look at Spider-Man Secret Rare and see what Spidey has been doing. We'll see what Spider-Man has been what he has been up to. Now, Spider-Man 2099, just what I thought was going to happen. It'd fluctuate pretty good. It has, just hanging around that price level, not doing too much action there. People really not deciding what to do with that one. Ben Riley, ultra rare. This one is diverging in opposite direction. That's why you're noticing a price movement. People, only 46 total listings. and his price is adjusting accordingly and going back up as well, but definitely peaked out all the way at almost $15,000. That is insane. So we'll be taking a look compared to, look at this, Ben Riley compared to the ultra rare, hanging around the same price point basically almost. All right, now secret rare Spider-Man definitely down big. Definitely down big. The listings are coming down, so maybe we'll get a squeeze here, where when we do get a squeeze, this is actually a good squeeze on this total listing chart. So sometimes these total listings could be above the actual price. It all just depends per collectible. But as you can see, this listings are going down and price is going to adjust, and it's probably going to go back up if this continues, right? So those are some important factors to pay attention to when looking at these Ecomi Wiki charts. Which category performed the best in the dip? Well, explain, what categories do you mean? Like, what categories would you consider indicators? You let me know which categories you are talking about. Are you talking about comics versus collectibles? Because it just seems like the comics have been super steady the past in this entire dip. I mean, they've went down a little bit, but comparative to the collectibles, they've been super consistent in my opinion. So we can take a look at the comics as well in just a little bit, but yeah, it's important to pay attention to those market caps and take a step back and look at the bird's eye view of the health of the entire collectible market, right? So that's what I've been doing and paying attention to as to when to buy into some of these dips, when it is a good time, especially these whales, you know, that are coming into the app. This could be good opportunities to take a look at the cherry charts and see what's going on, and see at the individual level on the Ecomi Wiki to see when a good time is to buy in. Like I said, if you're new, cherry charts, you can go to cherrycharts.com/sign-up. That's the website there. But Ecomi Wiki as well, both really good, great tools that it's just a no-brainer to have both, in my opinion. I literally have a subscription to both, so I highly recommend both of those tools. But yeah. Oh, it's Peely. Todd is getting primed for another pump. Primed for another run. I mean, yeah, I think it could very possibly be that. You know, I think it could possibly be that. We are in the midst of a bull run in the macro NFT space. People are going to start taking their profits and putting them into grails in the macro NFT space. I think for people outside of VeVe, I think it's very smart for them to consolidate some of their open sea earnings and put it into places like the Todd McFarlane statue on VeVe. I mean, these are some of the grails that will perform from the historical importance of it. I mean, you know, when you compare it to some random generative project, these branded iconic superheroes that have historical value from decades and decades of being, having comics, movies, shows, people grew up with this. Like every generation knows Batman, every generation knows Superman. Not every generation is going to know a random PFP. Not to say that some of these PFPs aren't amazing. Like I have a PFP as literally my Twitter profile on Twitter. But what I'm saying is, like, these are the grails of the grail, like at the highest level of the entire NFT space. So it's very important to consider that when you're just doing OpenSea. And I think people that are new to my channel, or maybe you're an Ethereum guy or gal, or you're operating in the macro NFT space, you don't really know about VeVe, these are something that you should definitely be paying attention to. And that, you know, if you're trying to be wise about your money, these are some things to really consider. So I think we just got a new sub. I can't tell because let's see if I can tell over here. Elliot D, welcome. Welcome to the OMI homie squad. All right, welcome to the OMI homie squad. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know why I don't have my alerts over here on this view, but we'll get it figured out. We'll get the stream dialed in. Any Caloscope updates? Yeah, we got some Caloscope updates. You guys your faces are going to be melted probably. How's your NFT coming along? Green Goblin, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna turn this these on here, get in the zone. I will talk about my NFTs. All right, so the NFTs are going to have, hey, that's kind of loud. All right, how's that? Okay, cool. Had to get that music dialed in. So my NFTs, like, I'm doing a new drop soon. I don't know when. It's just a matter of getting that art dialed in. I'll have several variations on the artworks, and some of them will be funny. Some of them are going to look great. Some of them will be I'm not going to try to give it away too much because I've already hinted a couple times on Twitter, and if I keep hinting too much, you guys will figure it out. And I want it to be special, and I want it to be fun. And so I'm not going to say too much on what the art's going to look like, but it's going to look good. I'm in communication with the artist, and he's working on it. Like I said, it's going to be a 3D artist that has legit art. Like, I mean, this guy is good. And so the art's going to be there. The collectability factor is going to be there. This NFT, I originally, I wasn't going to add in any utility at all other than, like, you would get, like, access to just a little area in the Discord. Like, my Discord's free, but I was going to do, like, maybe just like a private channel for fun. That's it. No alpha, no, like, weird calls, none of that, right? It's just going to be for fun for people who collected that NFT. But now I've considered adding in some utility for fun, and this is going to be this is as we get listed on Immutable X. I'll just say the utilities are going to be there. All right, so we will we'll tease it here over the next, like, however long it takes, a couple months, whatever. The art has to be done right. It's got to look professional. It'll be one of the best, hopefully one of the best NFTs in the VeVe community. So I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so let's go ahead and catch up with chat. Let's see here. Todd will replace what we breathed there. Let's see here. Can you check Marvel #1 comics? We sure will. Oh, these are my comics. I don't want to go to mine. We'll go to all collectibles. Let's see what is it gonna do. Is it gonna put comics in there? All right, we'll just have to use this tool right here. Marvel Comics #1. All right, here's all the rarities. So coming in at common 405. Let's see. I wish we could see the market caps here. That's all right. We'll get into that. Okay, so 405 on the common, 505 uncommon, rare 999, ultra rare 2700 basically, and the Marvel Comics #1 70,000 basically. So Marvel Comics #1 and Spidey are kind of going in tandem. All right, those two I've noticed are kind of linked together almost in terms of the macro, what Grails are kind of doing. Those two are kind of like locked in, being the first Marvel kind of like indirect Disney comic or collectible, right? Because Disney owns Marvel, of course. It's kind of like an indirect, you know, added value there. But yeah, so Spider-Man, first Marvel NFT all time, performing at the same level as the Marvel Comics #1, the first Marvel comic NFT of all time as well. So those two, very highly sought after, moving together in tandem. Pretty interesting was what I've noticed, because Marvel Comics #1 was kind of behind Spidey, but it's caught up, and now they kind of move in tandem together, it seems like. Will Todd's Prize survive a Pokemon drop? It's hard to say. I think that it will dip, just like everything else, because even Grails will dip on something like that. You're gonna have Pokemon fans that care a lot more about Pokemon than Batman. But you'll have people like me that own a Todd that are never gonna sell, like Diamond Hands. And so for that reason, I think the Todd will dip, but it's not gonna like sink, you know. I think those grails are gonna be pretty well performing against the Pokemon drop. I think everything will dip though, for sure. I just don't see them like thinking like the rest of the market will probably. Stock market for his fam, Kyle as Meet Kevin with the graphs. Yeah, I appreciate that, Omar, man. That's a compliment. I appreciate you. I'm trying, you know, I do my best, and you know, we come in here with data, facts, and you know, experience and looking at these charts over the years. Calscope, we'll take a look at those Calscope, by the way, updates in just a minute. Stay tuned for that, because you guys are definitely going to want to see that. Y'all, sup y'all, what's the chart? Never seen before. We're looking at the Ecomi wiki charts. There's a drop down for comics on the chart too. Is there really? I didn't see it. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, all comics. There you go. Nice catch. I guess I forgot. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the performance here on the Marvel Comics #1 real quick. We'll just pull that up. It looks like these two are coming together and going to either converge. It looks like they're converging a little bit, so we could get a squeeze on price here. If listings are going to continue, you know, this may squeeze around 65 before it pops. Anytime you see convergence like that. Oh, hard to hear me? Check, 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 check. How about now? How about now? I just turned my mic up, so let me know if you guys can hear me. Is it too loud, or how's the sound? Let me know. Will VeVe drop Pokemon in stages, or will they dump all of Pokemon and crash the inventory? Real talk, I think that they will hopefully drop them in stages, or hopefully... obviously, I think they'll announce it on like Twitter or Medium or both. Obviously, like everything else. And I think that in itself, that just the sheer announcement of the brand Pokemon, if that ever comes to VeVe, we don't really know for 100% certainty. But if that does happen, then that announcement alone will definitely impact the market. Even if it's, you know, I don't think it's going to matter too much what stages. I just think that, well, I mean, I guess it will on drops, right? Like if they do too many drops of Pokemon, the rest of the collectibles will probably suffer for sure. But if they space it out, I think that's a better strategy for overall market, maybe health, maybe. We'll see. BDC on its way to 44K. If this market continues this upward trend, it could be the perfect storm for OMI when exchanges come. 100% David Perez. And we'll take a look at the OMI charts as well. Check is good. Let's see. Did you address my question, or that's something on the hush hush that you don't know about? Sorry to hear. If you didn't address it, caught up with something right now. Okay, let me see. John Doe. I think was that the Caloscope, or I heard that whales are playing games so you can buy collectibles at the lowest mints. Any thoughts on this? I don't know about games, but you know, whales are going to do whale things, and you know, hopefully everybody's been trying to buy low mints anyways. Like at least if it's in your ability and it's in your budget to buy a low mint, I think you should always do that, even if it's a common. Sometimes you'll notice some of these drops, some of these collectibles are very undervalued, even on the low mints. Like if you go to the Nightwing, for instance, right now, like the Nightwings are, you can find some pretty low mints just on looking at Nightwing and seeing kind of, I do have one of my Nightwings listed for probably double this price. It's like I think it's like 187 mint Nightwing, but like that's super undervalued on some people have them listed like sub 1,000 Nightwings for, you know, pretty cheap. I mean, those 3 digits are definitely look better. I know those super low mints, you know, like I said, some of them you can find some of those bluer chips type collectibles that are just super undervalued, and people are listing them. There's a lot of new people in the app as well. These new drops, right, and you know, if you go into the market right after some of these drops, you can pick up some of these low mints on the cheap, simply from users not knowing, you know, what a low mint actually means. Even Ethereum people may not know what these low mints actually mean as well. So people that are, you know, maybe NFT savvy, maybe not know what low mints also mean to the VeVe community, and those are opportunities for VeVe OGs to step in and definitely buy those up. So I think those are definitely something to continue to look for, and for whales to be doing that, that's really smart. It's just, you know, I see it all the time. I see whales or, you know, OGs pick up low mints all the time, and that's going to continue to be a thing for sure. So yeah, so I that doesn't surprise me too much. So there is that. Orlando, Florida in the house. Alejandro Lil, welcome, man. How's the weather in Orlando? I hope you're doing good. Now would be maybe a good time to go to Disney World before it gets too hot in the summer. I would love to go and see, you know, some of those characters that we're collecting here on the app. Check is good. All right, see here, audio good. In on my JBL Extreme in Sydney, Australia. Welcome in from the land down under as well. Sydney, Australia in the house. Hope you're doing well and everything is good in the land down under. Super beautiful country and place. I'd love to visit Sydney, Australia one day. Let's see. What is the partner statue if Riso is a house and Tata Bitcoin? Partner statue is a mansion. Partner statue could be a mansion. Could be a mansion. Yeah. Partner statue will just always be just owning a piece of history for sure. So we'll be up Pokemon Stadium. See, I'm gonna catch up on some of these. Hard to hear you. Did you address my question? See, audio good. Curious about what your thoughts are. Let me check out real quick. I just wanted to bring this up real fast. Right here, let's see. Journey, I don't know if you guys follow Journey. He's like one of the biggest crypto YouTubers of all time. Right now, he's got like millions of subs. He said those buying blue chip NFTs when they first launch and hold for their metaverse to go mainstream are going to be set for life. I wanted to talk about this because this is the meta right now. This is the big play of the NFT space as a whole. And what he's really talking about is like the blue chips. He's talking about like the Doge pounds, the, you know, Supducks, the, you know, all the blue chips, right? Like the Kaijus, all that, right? The OpenSea type stuff. But he's not really mentioning some of these branded NFTs. And that's where I think a lot of like these bigger YouTubers are really missing the ball, really missing the, you know, what's going on in the macro NFT space. All right. They're looking too much at the non-walled in NFTs, the decentralized, you know, NFTs. But if you're leaving, they're leaving a lot of money on the table when they're not considering some of these branded NFTs. And I get both worlds, right? I came from decentralized crypto. I came from the Moneros, the, you know, Zcash. I came from those communities, and I know what they're thinking and the audience they're appealing to. But in my opinion, if they don't start talking about some of these branded NFTs that are on VeVe and these other platforms, I think they're doing their audience actually a disservice by not providing that insight and that type of level of thinking. Because as you see brands like Nike and Adidas buy NFT projects like Artifact and Adidas signing, you know, obviously the Bored Ape Yacht Club obviously becoming one of those type of more branded NFTs. And I think that's super important to focus on, because Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to derive a lot of their value from being a brand and not necessarily an NFT project like normal, right? But the thing about VeVe is these brands, these NFTs are already branded. They're already done their work. They already done their deck, like I mentioned earlier already in the stream, decades and decades of people know, trust, and love these collectibles and NFTs. And before too long, if these bigger, you know, influencers don't mention these branded NFTs, they're actually doing their audience a disservice by not providing any insight whatsoever to these branded NFTs that are going to be already, like, obviously it's a $2 billion market cap just in the collectibles and comics alone in the app. That's not even talking about the OMI token, which is also, I think, was hanging around 2 billion market cap total as well. I mean, we're talking about billions of dollars, and even Gary Vee had to mention VeVe because he knows as well these collectors that have been following him for years. Gary Vee's a collector. He mentioned the big red circle, right? He mentioned VeVe. He mentioned, you know, obviously Recur that has yet to release an NFT just yet. I'm sure they'll do good and fine, but at least Gary Vee knows what's coming. He knows that these branded NFTs and companies are very important. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick because I thought, I love Journey, man. He does great. I just think that they need to start mentioning these branded NFTs a little bit more, and giving a little bit more credit where credit is due, and how the performance wise, how these Twitter spaces, you're looking at the metrics of these Twitter spaces, and these Twitter spaces that VeVe are putting on are absolutely blowing away every other NFT Twitter space, period. Not even close now. Over 3,000 people tuned into the Twitter space, whereas OpenSea puts a Twitter space on, there's only like 1 to maybe 2K that tune in at a time. So if you look at those type of numbers, on the social media side of it, I think that's important too. It's important to know that there's a huge audience that is let's see here. There's a huge audience, right, for VeVe, and we don't want to. I don't want the macro NFT space to absolutely miss the ball on these huge opportunities that are making people literally making people fortunes, and you know, really helping their families out. And if they're not helping their families out in a safer way to collect these branded NFTs, kind of a disservice. I'm just saying, I'm just calling it out. And nothing against Journey. I think Journey has absolutely 100%. He's calling it big time. Definitely looking for the future. I think I 100% agree with that. I just think that branded NFTs are kind of where the bacon is going to be. We can't cash out VeVe NFTs as WID. Yeah, they mentioned it in the AMA like 100 times, like 2 days ago, that the MTL is coming. Obviously, if MTL comes too fast, it's going to crash the market. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Just don't overextend yourself. Be careful out there. Don't overinvest. You know, don't remortgage your house and do all these crazy stuff to buy NFTs if you are needing to cash out soon. I too would love to cash out, so I'm with you on that. I've been waiting, and I feel that pain. I know it, but I feel you on that. But it's coming soon, and hopefully it'll be here before too long. So. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Yo, what's happening? Getsy in the house. What's going on? OG as well. Curious about thoughts on Superman. Is it a grail or just a victim of being popular name with a 2.5% fee? Easy flipping. Superman gonna do super things. I think it's good to not underestimate Mr. Super. He is coming in on a divergence as well, but listings are actually going up, or at least it spiked a tad. Price is reflecting a little bit there. That's one to pay attention to as well. Could be an opportunity, possibly. We'll see on that. Peely, we got Yi Chao Chai right here, coming in. Hopefully I pronounced that a little good. I tried my best. 137. This one is this the common? Yeah, this is the rare. So the uncommon, 74. These would be easy ones to probably get some low mints, I'm sure. Probably undervalued there. Pretty easy collectible set to collect if you are into that. This one being the most expensive one. Price is definitely going up. It's spiking right here. So it's went from all the way from 315, 418, and now it's at almost 500, basically 500 on that new set. So we'll see. Kyle, do you remember Johnny Dunn? Or let's see, I think it may have been Johnny Dunn. Kyle, do you remember? Let's see. Who was the first person to propose a red circle for the VeVe? Ecomi fam. Well, so here's the story on that. So the story goes, it wasn't Johnny Dunn. So I did a big red circle on the on Twitter, and I was doing like a bunch of, I was just saying like OMI homies, and I put the big red circle as the O, and somebody else picked that up. Somebody was smart enough to put it in their Twitter name, and I thought about doing it, but I got beaten to the punch by Mr. Gene Mellon. Mr. Gene Mellon. Let's see if we can find him. Right here, this guy. He put it in it. I think he was like the first person to maybe put it in his name. But he got that big red circle. And then also Lori. She also was blowing that up as well on Twitter, and the big red circle as well, like promoting it. And so it was pretty much 3 people responsible. Technically, I was just the person to throw up the big red circle on Twitter and say like OMI homies or something. And Mr. Gene Mellon and Lori really built that organic part of it, and then it transcended from there. So that's how the story went. And Mr. Gene Mellon and Lori can back it up, the whole story on that as well, as they were the ones that were there for the whole organic movement, which was crazy. It's transcended through space and time, right? It's transcended through space and time. I think Johnny put a circle around his bio at one point, but that's all I remember. But I didn't know. I'm not sure if that happened for a while. But that's the big story there. What's your thoughts on David Yu 5 minutes talk on Peely Fantasy? Are we sleeping? Yeah, I think we're sleeping a little bit on it. But I think that a lot of the money's coming in from North America, and so I think that's probably why. Just because that Asia market is maybe not here just yet, and I think it will be. Let's take a look at the who be subbing and subscribing here. We got the biggest bro. Welcome to the OMI homie fam. Welcome to the channel. All right. I think Super Bowl we're gonna see crazy exposure for crypto and NFTs, but it can be also a top signal. Yeah, Vitalik Nakamoto. I think that they are planning maybe. I've heard rumors that some of those performers. I think obviously some of them already have like Twitter PFPs for their profile pictures. And maybe I think that there's rumors that there may be some kind of Bored Ape Yacht Club commercial. So I think that I don't think necessarily it'll be a top signal, because I think it'll be more money just coming in. So if the Super Bowl announces Bored Ape Yacht Club, there's going to be more interest in NFTs, and I think that'll translate to more interest for the long run, and it's more of an organic thing. Because if it's just Bored Ape Yacht Club, good for them, but also more awareness for the entire macro space. People are going to start looking for your Batmans, and people are going to start looking for some of these Disney collectibles, right? So I think organically that's good. That's going to build maybe some more momentum. Sure, you could look at it as maybe a top signal if you're looking to take profits. I think that's okay. I think it's okay to take profits and maybe double back down later when the market's down, and maybe scoop up those collectibles, right? Those NFTs. Curious about Superman. Let's see. Yo, Kyle, what's happening? John Doe. Hard to let's see. I'm trying to catch up on everybody's comments. Talking about mints, I got a funny one. New Wonder Woman 1985. I know when you're out, worth much or not. Any advice would be great. That's a cool mint. Is it? I thought Wonder Woman. Let's see. What was that? Is it 1984? Is that the movie? Oh yeah, 1984. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you can find some kind of significance of that year, and maybe there's something, you know, in her historical, you know, maybe in the comic something cool happened in that year. I don't know. But since it's a year off, you know, I don't know. It could be something, could not. It's not gonna have that value as that 1984, unfortunately. I hate to say. I have to be upfront though, and be honest. Say it's, even though it's a year off, it you know, it's close, but no cigar. You know. Any 19 mints do bring a premium. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, Getsy is right, because especially when taking into account collectors. Yeah, so if it's somebody's birth year, 1985 could be huge for that specific collector, having that own collectible that is your birth year. So that is very cool to point out for sure. I agree on that part. Yeah, it was a thanks, man. I think Super Bowl, let's see, Volt. Justin, I'm not sure what you mean. Justin always be coming, bringing the memetics. Any guesses on GameStop's game plan on IMAX? Will IMAX work towards interoperability with all the brands within its ecosystem? Yeah, so IMAX is technically already, like, it's already there, right? Because you can go to Token Trove and take your NFTs off of Immutable X layer 2, put it on layer 1. But currently there's no way to get your layer 1 back to layer 2. So technically all the NFTs on Immutable X, most of them, are they're already there. They're already decentralized. So I don't know what GameStop's going to do. They'll probably go the more VeVe route and kind of try to keep it more in-house, I would imagine, just because they want that user experience to be as best as it can. And with if you decentralize something too much, the user experience kind of goes down from people not knowing what they're doing, because you have to have a lot of education and you have to have amazing UI, you know, user interface to really compensate if you're going to decentralize something like hardcore. And I think when you kind of converge those two together, I think you get the best of both worlds. As I've learned over the years, coming from super DeFi, super decentralization type of mentality. Why can't we cash out on Oh, I think I already talked about that. What if we lose everything? Well, yeah, I mean, what do you mean lose everything though? Like, what does that mean? You know, lose everything. Can we safely buy OMI now? So OMI, you can always go buy OMI on like Bit4x or Ascendex, Gate.io, or Gate, whatever that's one is called. So this is why I always draw these like trend lines. Look at this. It's just, I think I drew this trend line back here when this hit off the bottom. And also pay attention to old support levels. As you can see here, look at this, to the T, it bounced off of that support level, to the T. That's how lethal these charts can be if you know what you're looking for. These are the droids we're looking for on the support channel right here. So taking a look at this, like it's just going back and forth right here on the chart, and obviously hit the top of this again, came back down, and you know, definitely dropped. This dip right here was, I think, because of Bitcoin, right? That macro crypto, and then came back up and hit off that support channel, and it's just fluctuating, right? So I think this right here is right now we're in a bullish wedge, which means or it could be considered a bullish flag or a bullish wedge. So anytime you see like a pattern like this, usually it's consolidating big before it decides to go up on the macro trend, right? The macro trend would be forming this wedge, and then going up to the next level, seeing all the catalysts and all the fundamentals lining up right in here before it rips up. So with that being said, like I said, that's why I chart some of these trend lines, and that's what I got right there. So Now on the minor movements, you can always see the RSI is something I like to pay attention to and track along with the Bollinger Bands. And I can see where, you know, some of these like overall movements are going to start happening, when I could buy in possibly on some cheaper OMI token. So yeah, no surprise. We have been consolidating sideways. OUP articles were released. We're waiting on exchanges. So those two factors are making it move sideways, finding that nice, you know, support channel within this region compared to, you know, back here where it was not finding any support. So it is good to see we're holding around these new price supports. So would it be sick to see VeVe in a Super Bowl commercial? It'd be super cool. I'm almost 250,000 in gems. Dang. I can't even talk, man. I can't hold. Dang, S-Wood, man. I can't even. I wouldn't even know what to say to you. I'm not even on the same boat, or you know, I'm not even in the same ballpark as you, man. That is insane. I can't imagine. I can't imagine, man. I'm sorry. I feel I can only feel a fraction of your pain if you have 250,000 gems, and that's real talk, bro. I don't even know what to say, you know. Hopefully soon, hopefully MTL soon. Man, that's wild. Congrats on having 250,000 though in gems, but man, I'm sorry, I can't even speak to you because like we're not even like, you're on a different level if you got that many gems. All right, so Anthony Torres, I've been picking up a lot of Dark Cot #1 comics. First appearance is sort of risky play, but I'm banking on him getting screen time in the near future, boosting his value in physical and digital. That's a good, those are good plays. Looking for those future utilities, I think, or future, you know, value. I think that's really smart, and that's what I've been doing. It's kind of a way to get in front of whales as well, is looking for towards the future. I think because they're so caught up in collecting low mints that they're forgetting about future plays, and I think that's cool. I like that. That's one of my favorite strategies, being as somebody that's not a whale. Do you think VeVe collectibles have long-term value? Of course, I already talked about that with the whole journey discussion. I recall that as Kyle was the originator. Don't be so humble, LOL. MF, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Hope you're right, buddy. I was tempted to sell SR Spider-Man for partners, but not sure. I think it's a swapping a winner for a winner. Yeah. I don't know, man. I would not swap Secret Rare Spider-Man for a Walt. Just because, I mean, I think that move would have been good like a few weeks ago when Walt was only like 20k and Spidey was like 80. You could have picked up a few Walts, but now that it's like trying to catch up to Spidey, I wouldn't do it now. And I think Spidey I think Spidey is priming for the next run, in my opinion. But only a certain amount of people will have that kind of money. Excuse me. Let's see, we can't read Chinese, so they have an English only app they can't read. So what app? Crypto superhero. So what are you talking? What app are you referring to? I'm not really sure what you mean, because VeVe is obviously English, but until they have that translation, you know, Asia is gonna be big. Asia's gonna be big. What's up, Kyle? Hey everyone, smells fun. What's going on? Yo, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Smells fun with the merch store. Go check them out. Is Wonder Woman number 444 with a diamond hand, the non-FA one? That's a pretty cool mint number. I mean, I don't know if that specific mint's gonna be super, you know, crazy to have, but it's up to you. I mean, the non-FA one, I think that's a great collectible to have for sure. I think it looks great. Details pretty great. Thoughts on Human Torch? Human Torch is OG, so Human Torch is always good. OG Kyle, I'm working and enjoying that live stream. Quick question, do you know if we can send our OMI from our Trust Wallet to our VeVe account using the Go chain? I think you can't do that currently right now, sending Go to VeVe just anymore. So you want to be very careful with that. I think they have to build that bridge first, if I remember right. You could have before the swap happened, but now that the swap has happened, I don't know if you can do that currently. So I would be cautious, and I would not do that possibly, or maybe see if they have any updates on the articles, or I'm not sure if they have a bridge out just yet. So if you guys don't know what a bridge is, it's just basically like the token swap website. You might be able to swap to layer 1 at least, layer 1 OMI using that. I don't know, I forgot, to be honest. That swap site, you may be able to get that layer 2 OMI, but I don't know if that's available yet on that swap. I think they're gonna have to do the bridge first, because with currently on Immutable X, that's how Ethereum works. You have to send that layer 1 Ethereum to Immutable X, and what Immutable X does is it bridges your Ethereum to make it layer 2 Immutable X Ethereum. So I imagine Ecomi has to do that first, have some kind of a bridge website for us to be on the VeVe account. But those who buy Asian related items now will be rewarded. Crypto Superhero, I think you're right. Definitely think you're right there. Getsy, Kyle Wilson, 10-4, thanks for clearing that up. Too many firsts in the space to keep track of. Yeah, I took down my channel art that had, like, you know, for all the firsts still, because it looked a little, I think I got a little too big. Like, my channel subscribers, like, were good now to the point where, you know, I don't have to put all my first stuff up here anymore. So I took that down, all my, like, quote unquote credentials or whatever. And I think one day I'll probably have to do that on Twitter as well, because right now I still have it in my bio. And we're getting a little too big for me to have probably that kind of, because it's starting to look, I don't want to look like I don't want to look like somebody that's like, what's it called, like cocky or whatever. I don't know what the actual word for that is, but I just do this because it's just my little, you know, branding deal, and it's a way for people to know, you know, the value if you follow me, kind of one of the originals. So just kind of just showing my OG status there. But as time goes on, I think I'll remove that, because like I said, I don't want to come off as cocky or like I don't want to come off like a D-bag, right? So that's why I removed it up here on my channel on YouTube. So all right, but back to, anyone heard of the market glitches today? Bought a Batgirl earlier and can't list it in the market. Been a few hours now, bought and sold. No, but they had some kind of a glitch. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago, where there's some kind of a market glitch and people's listed collectibles that sold already kept still being listed even though they were sold. You couldn't buy them. There's a little glitch there. I don't know if that's I haven't looked at the market today, or I mean I haven't looked in app at the actual app. I'm actually gonna sell one of my blue chips today, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Oh, by the way, I gotta show you guys something big. We got 90 people, so we got 90 people in here. Welcome everybody to the stream. We'll show you something, a little alpha right here, a little alpha. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of the big red circle, if you join the YouTube membership, I'm gonna start calling everybody that joins the YouTube membership the big red circle gang. And I think if you subscribe, you get the big red circle badge. I had the OMI token badge, which was a big red circle, but I replaced it with the big red O, which I think somebody else, you know, did. If you know what I mean. We'll try to do that. They try to do that on their channel too. No shade though. All right, so this right here, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is the alpha right here. Look at this. One of CalScope NFT partners is coming up. Cool stuff. Did you know Venkatesh is also a big fan of OMI and has been diamond handing since day one. Sneak peek into one of our NFTs. Can you guess it? This looks really cool. I like that. I do like this card, and it's got like diamond frame. I do like that. I think that looks really good. I do like that halo underneath. Good job on the NFT. But let's scroll over here. This is what I was looking at right here. I have a call with David this week. With David. Let's zoom in on it. I have a call. Once PR is finalized, Ecomi will make an announcement accordingly. There's your alpha right there. I'm actually gonna, I saved it for the stream, so I'm gonna tweet it out. All right, so I saved that little alpha for the stream. Reslone, OG in the house. What's going on? Tired, need some coffee. Yo, what's going on, man? One of the OG artists in the community. By the way, little shout out to Reslone, man. He's the one that created this artwork right here. If you see on the side on my Twitter, super cool, man. Drew my red beard, laser eyes, like super dope, right? And even like if you look super close, you can see this little DeLorean on the app. And then what else can you see? There's like a computer hard drive looking thing, yeah. So anyway, shout out to Reslone, man, for making some of that art. And he also submitted some art back in the day on that VeVe art show from back in the day. But yeah, there's the alpha. I just wanted to show you guys that and see what's coming down the pipeline for either Epico Regal or is it Kaleidoscope? One of the two. I'm not really sure. It looks like maybe Kaleidoscope or one of the two. I'm not really sure, so we'll see. So in this one, Epico Regal, Studios Wharf, Kaleidoscope, they're all like tagged in this tweet. So we'll see. OMI just over 7 right here on the chart. So this one's hanging over 0.007. Maybe we'll find a new support before it goes up. We'll see though. If it hangs around too long, we may see another dip, but we'll see. Okay, so what other collectibles you guys want to see in chat? If you want me to look at any of these other collectibles, we did Spider-Man, Superman, Todd, Marvel Comics #1, all together now. We do need to look at partners. We haven't looked at partners yet. We're gonna need the golden moments. Oops. Quite just yet. DeLorean time, way back for sure. Oh, these are, so this is Trading View right here. All Chat Gaming. I believe that's who asked that. Or no, Green Goblin. What chart are you looking at? So this is the this is Trading View. You have to pay a subscription pretty much for all these indicators that I'm using. You can use it for free for the basic look on this chart. But yeah, this is Trading View. It's a way more robust than Bit4X and all those other charting platforms. Actually, Bit4X uses a integration with Trading View. You just can't you can't save anything really on Bit4X or any of those other platforms. But most of the exchanges these days have an integration with Trading View, and that's where they get actually their charts from. Anyways, so that's where that comes from. I've been using Trading View for a very long time. Let's see, when will the Trust Wallet update the OMI market data? Still need to send over the rest of the OMI bag from Bit4X, but I am still hesitant because of this. DW, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I imagine, hopefully hashtag soon. I don't know. That's definitely a team question. Good question though. All Chat Gaming, fire. Let's go with the fuego. What do you think about lenticular cards? Will they be new gold moments? I think over time they will. I think I did a video actually on them. I did a huge video on the everything Disney, pretty much. Hey, let me pause. This is gonna. Oh wait, never mind. Okay. So I did a video. If you missed it, it is a pretty detailed video on Disney, Mickey and Friends. Or no, that's not the one. This one right here. Best Disney grills on the VeVe app. So I did a breakdown of like all the Disney collectibles. and I highly recommend checking that out, because I broke pretty much all of it down on that video. So that one was a pretty good one to take a look at. All Chat Gaming, did you talk about NFL and Ticketmaster giving out NFTs for anyone going to the Super Bowl? This is huge, bro. It's happening. Yeah, actually, too, I tweeted earlier this year, because I think was it the Dallas Cowboys that were doing NFTs? I know the Mavericks were doing tickets as NFTs. So this doesn't surprise me that Ticketmaster is doing that. I think it's smart that the NFL is doing that, but that's what I called last year. I said that, NFL and these all the different leagues and sports were going to start doing tickets as NFTs, and this was something I said a long time ago as well, back in 2017, before CryptoKitties was even big. I was saying, everything's going to be on the blockchain. Our house, mortgages is going to be on the blockchain. I was saying this years and years ago. So it's all coming to fruition, full circle, and I still think like insurance, all that, I think that's all going to be on the blockchain and possibly like done as NFTs possibly. So we'll see, but I still think, there's definitely apps, and I think the underlying technology is definitely going to be based on the blockchain. VeVe Vibe says, I can see Walt overtaking SR Spidey, but it will take 5+ years. There'll be dozens of Spider-Mans, but I doubt Disney will ever make Walt an NFT again. Only a human NFT on VeVe2. Yeah, you could very possibly, I could definitely see that as well long term. There's a lot of Spider-Mans for sure. So I think, yeah, there's just a lot of money like spread out over Spider-Man. But I also could see people trying to get that secret rare Spider-Man. The popularity of Spider-Man is just so insane. Hence, there's so many different editions and rarities of Spider-Man. But yeah, it's possible, since there's technically only 4,400 Walt statues here. Let's see. Where's my side view? Right here. There we go. Yeah, 4,333 editions of Walt altogether. Definitely far less than Spider-Man, so I could definitely see that being something for sure. You can't send a GoChain to the app, so Omar, there you go. He confirmed, can't send it. I just spent some money on a brand new NFT. Let's go. Someone did it, and luckily it doesn't get completely lost, but it takes time to get it back. And it was on an AMA, and Reese explained it. Yeah, that's lucky that they send it back, because normally it's just lost. So that's, I mean, there you go. Do you think the Ghostbusters car is being undervalued? I noticed there wasn't a high number of editions released per collectible. Yeah, I think I kept my cars, and I think hopefully in the VeVe verse we'll have hopefully more utility there. When drivable DeLorean, when drivable Ghostbusters. That's all I'm gonna say. As I feel older though, and older fans starting to get into the app, and Ghostbusters stuff will go up. Just curious what your thoughts are on this. Thank you. Yeah, I think that those are undervalued. For anything Ghostbusters, probably undervalued in general, especially, or not. Except of course, the plat, the Moogleys. Those are all pretty priced in, if you know what I mean. Sup, see DeLorean way back. OG, you are Devil Bunny. So yeah, the Devil Bunny, Tristan Eaton, right here. Only 666 listed, or total issued. I mean. Only $54 for a Tristan Eaton, who is a huge, very cool artist, and this predates the Dunny, so this was like the original Dunny, basically. So if you don't know what a Dunny is, you can head over to one of the companies Frank Kozik runs, and what was it called? It's called what's Frank Kozik's toy company that he runs? I can't believe I forgot. Having a brain fart. But if you go over there, you can buy some Dunnies. We'll actually just Google Dunny. Kid Robot. Right there. Yeah. Let's go to Dunny Collection. That is hilarious right here. This is really cool. Let's go back. I want to see that again. That was really cool. Kid Robot times, what's his name? Pre-order. Let me go back here. So if you order this Dunny, you get a free resin figure. That's actual artist, I believe, that does that as well. These balloon animals, and it's funny that one's pooping. That's hilarious. So yeah, there's the Dunny collection. These are also limited in real life. So this was like the sequel to the Devil Bunny, the Dunnies. So what's his name right here? Resin Bunny. And you get a free resin collectible out of it as well, it looks like. So you get pre-order it. There's only, not to get too far off of the track here, I don't know how many is available. I think it's once orders with pre-order items will not be shipped until all pre-orders items arrive. So I think this is like just pre-order only, and once they ship them, I think that's it. I think there's that's it. So as you can see, a lot of these are sold out. Like if you go, this one's sold out, Rick and Morty. Some of these you can only pre-order, and that's it. They just do pre-orders and then it sells out. Like this one, La Flame, this one sold out. So a lot of these Dunnies, like highly collectible pieces, the full size, you know, this one sold out. A lot, so a lot of these are newer too. So you can see some of these are newer Dunnies, but some of these like OG or like artist drop Dunnies, like they sell out pretty quick on some of these. Like look at this one. This is really cool. This is that Cozy and Dan-ish art. I think they based this Hokusai art, Great Wave, off of this original art. I believe that Cozy and Dan rabbit wave. I could be wrong though, but yeah. Anyways, that's the whole spiel on the these Devil Bunnies. Lenticulars, thoughts on Day of the Dead stamps. Stamp collecting. Let's see if we can find stamps. The Deus, what is it? Deus de Muertes. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Day of the Dead. All right, let's see. So some of these, yeah, I think this has a niche. I think it also is very cool to be on a showroom. Look at that, the art on it's pretty cool. You could have that like as a wall on your showroom. So, and then there's stamp collectors that still need to come to the app. These are the very first like art driven type of stamp collectibles as NFTs. So I think that's really cool. I know there's like some random NFT like stamp company that does NFTs, but it's not like necessarily collectibles, right? It's more just like they're using that as like a way to track stuff. So I think there's two different distinctions between the two. So I think these over time will be pretty nice to have for sure. As being like one of the first, right? Yeah, Kid Robot. Appreciate that. Dude, you are so humble. Don't be afraid to show off a bit. You've been a staple in this community from the start and deserve the recognition. Much respect. Hey, Getsy, I appreciate that. Who do we get? We get Harv, just subscribed. Welcome to the OMI Club. Appreciate you. Hey, Getsy, man, I appreciate that, man. I really do. I try to be humble. I try not to brag and not try to, you know, be that guy and that person. I just want everybody to have their, you know, their own lane, or I just want everybody also to be successful, and all the other YouTubers to also, you know, some of them have passed me and I'm okay with that. That was the dream early on when I was doing a lot of the community initiatives, was knowing that eventually there's going to be bigger YouTubers or people that were going to come up and surpass me. And that was the dream. That was what the goal was. So I'm happy to see some of these YouTubers grow and come up. And so, you know, when we have a community like the VeVe community, or people like me that have been here from the beginning, it's, you know, it's good to see people come up underneath and have success too, and be able to create their own content and really thrive in the overall VeVe community. So it's really cool to see that. It helps everybody, helps us, helps you, helps all the collectors, and the more content out there, the better. It helps, you know, with obviously with our collectibles on the app. So it's a win-win for everybody. So, but yeah, I appreciate that, Getsy, man. Appreciate you. You should compare an old video from 2017 charts. I seen you post about Verge. That was my money coin back then. Oh my goodness, man. Those OG old videos are so funny. And I was like I was definitely clickbaiting on some of those videos for sure, trying to get more views. They worked really well back then in 2017 crypto. I try not to do that you know, too much. But with YouTube, it can be hard, you know, because with the algorithm, it can be pretty ruthless on what gets seen and why it gets seen. And I come from a marketing background, so I know there's a balance, and sometimes it's not fun doing clickbait, but you know, there's a balance. That's another topic, and you guys know better than me about that. So that's our Captain America. I think it ever hits 10K, peaked at 6,800, sitting at 38 today. Yeah, I think Captain America's slept on. I think the reason why, if we go over to Captain America, they're coming out with a new comic. As a matter of fact, comics #1. If you go in the news here, they're like basically rebooting this Captain America right here. The very first appearance of Captain America of all time. That's his OG like costume outfit. He's doing the punching Hitler in the face right there. That's actually the uncommon right there, but the secret rare is definitely this first appearance of Captain America as in the comic versus that Mighty Marvel. So which one really is the first appearance? Even though that Mighty Marvel is the F8 in the app, the real one in real life in the comic is this one right here, which is technically the second one dropped on the VeVe app. So I think it's definitely undervalued for sure. And I think they're coming out with rebooting this like old school Captain America with his old school pirate boots. They're bringing him back, I think, next month, as well as Sam Wilson, and they're going to do some cool stuff on the physical side of these Captain Americas. So let's see if I can swing back around here. So yeah, that's the 411 on Captain America. All right, let's take a look at the top gainers and top losers of the of what's going on. Looks like the movie ticket, man. We're not going to talk about that movie ticket. Price last week, Minnie Mouse finally getting respect. Minnie Mouse, the first appearance basically of Minnie as an NFT period. All time, super duper slept on. Still a lot of additions, but overall in the macro NFT space, that's not a lot, right? 14,000 ish or whatever. I think Minnie slept on big time, and I think that there's a lot of potential there. 400. I have 2 of those, and I honestly should have stacked more. But it is what it is. Journey of my SR85. Like, you want me to look at that one? Yeah, first appearance of Loki. This one's a good one. I like this one. I own the ultra rare variant of this one, and I think a few commons. Only 69 listed of the ultra rare. That's not that many. Only 44 listed on secret rare. Yeah, this one is a good one. This is one of my favorites. First appearance of Loki playing a big part in the MCU. I think that That one's an absolute no-brainer. There's a reason they brought it out around when the show was like just going on. Basically, it's on Disney Plus. They're still going to do a lot with Loki. Loki is definitely going to be one of those antagonists and characters that he's going to have a lot of history and continue, especially with the Kane and him taking over, you know, basically the universe again. We're going to see all that play out on the show on Disney Plus. So I think that this one's going to have significant value and will continue building momentum as time goes on. So I think that one is a good one. Rev Alex was getting NFTs in these NFL games. He mentioned it on Discord. That's really cool. I have some Tom Brady NFTs. So I had 2. I sold one, and then I still have a Tom Brady NFT. And I think Autograph.io does a lot of cool stuff as well. Chris Infinity, how many sets do I have? So I'm not a whale, so I would just have 25. I got bills to pay, man. I'm married and I have 2 kids, 2 dogs, and got some mouths to feed, you know? The physical stamps of LNY sold out in less than a day. And Day of the Dead, didn't it? Oh, Day of the Dead didn't. That's interesting. Had a question. Purchase Spider-Man comic #1 for 187 gems. Do you think this could fly since it's one of the last 1,000 minted? Nah, unfortunately, I don't think so. I don't think that mint number has too much significance there. Now, if it was like the very last mint, or like 59999 or something, I think that would be pretty cool and a pretty good mint. But since there's not really a big no, Spider-Man comic is good, the #1. Let's see if I can pull that up. All right. Well, there's the ultimate. We don't want ultimate. Let's see if we can find it. Well, Ecomi Wiki crapped out. Oh well. Yes, that Spider-Man. Let me see. Let me just pull up the app. How about that? I've been collecting a lot of the. I've been collecting the commons over time. I'm actually gonna buy one, I believe. I'm either buying the Marvel Comics #1 or a Spider-Man comic off of somebody for some soul. I gotta do that. That reminds me, I gotta do that. As much as I like Adventure Time, Powerpuff Girls, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, etc., until DC, Disney, and Marvel NFTs price themselves out, I don't see them growing a ton. Yeah, so so with the I think the season 1, anything season 1 over time, I think the longer as time goes on, I think some of those first NFTs on VeVe and those first ever, you know, Cartoon Networks, the first ever Powerpuff Girls, I think those are going to be big. Like Mojo Jojo, I think is a big one. This one, I'm so shocked and mind blown. Okay, so we have the OMI Kongs, right? And or the Kong community. But Mojo Jojo was the very first ape on the app. And when we're talking about like trying to build a basic community, Mojo Jojo has that, like, he's obviously a genius monkey. He's a genius. You know, let's read his bio. Mojo Jojo's Professor Utonium's reckless laboratory assistant. Jojo, before Professor Utonium created the Powerpuff Girls, the same accident that created the girls gave Jojo his super intelligence. He is a Powerpuff Girls most frequent villain who wears a white glass dome-shaped helmet that covers his oversized protruding brain. This is the first appearance of this character in premium digital format. The series is available in the China region. Powerpuff Girls and all related characters and elements, as well as other Cartoon Network characters, are related. Blah blah blah. So one of the first China based NFTs, and obviously first appearance, but he was created by Professor Utonium, I believe, before the Powerpuff Girls. Super intelligence. Like, I think this is just super cool collectible based on his lore. Like, he's got way more lore than the other collectibles, right? The very first Professor Utonium creation, super intelligence, like has that villainish look, like that mad look. I don't know why people like asleep. I don't know. I only own one of them, by the way. And it's actually, I bought one from Johnny Dunn, so it's actually Donnie Jun's Mojo Jojo. But Powerpuff Girls, man, I think they're slept on in general. We got Buttercup, Mojo Jojo. Him, he's priced in from just scarcity. Same thing with Utonium, scarcity there. But the ones that are more important are like Blossom, Buttercup, Bubbles. Bubbles is definitely scarce. But yeah, like the Buttercup and Blossom, for instance, not bad. You know, not bad pickups. Only 4,000 of those. Not the biggest IP and brand in the world, but in terms of branding and IP, the very first Cartoon Networks on the app. Much I see them. The common Captain America is way more undervalued. Common Captain America. Everyone forgets that VeVe burned around 14K of them because they were sitting in the store. Dan said about 8K commons in circulation. Yeah, those Captain Americas are pretty good too. I like those. Anything Captain America FA is just good in general. Any guesses on new exchanges for the OMI token? Maybe some premium exchanges this time around. Maybe like a KuCoin, I don't know. We'd have to just look at some of these. Let me see exchanges. We can take a look at some of these top exchanges. Huobi Global. I could see that one being that one's actually a top 10. We're already on Gate.io, so I could definitely see that one. Huobi, maybe is how you pronounce it. This one's been around for a long time. It was like a top 5, I think, at one point. Exchange, maybe a top 3 at one point. So this one has a huge market, and I think that one could be big. Huobi used to drive markets back in the day. Like, this is an exchange you would not sleep on back then. I could see that one definitely being one. I think David Yu on Clubhouse follows, like, I think it's this one. He follows like a couple of like people involved in this exchange. Binance is an obvious one. I could see that one. Gemini. Those are some of those like blue chip, you know, platforms. And I could see some other random ones like Bybit randomly, or, you know, let me see. Yo, is this the one I used to like? Let me see about this one. I'll look into it later. Buy box, I could see something random, like some of these random ones as well. So those are kind of my predictions, I think. OK Coin, I could see that one. And also definitely like some Asia-based ones, like I mentioned a minute ago. Huobi. But yeah, so that's kind of what I think. It'll be kind of sprinkled and layered in, and then those bigger ones will come in over time for sure. New Supergirl has flipped new Wonder Woman. She's really starting to move. Think it will do much. I think all guys want to play with her, so we'll do well. Great for picks. Wild FPV. Yeah, I think that Supergirl. It's like literally it just looks like a literal, like the detail is pretty insane on that one. Like that. I don't know, that collectible is really good. I think there's been a lot of traction on social media from everybody. You know, I think that one, people have been putting Superman with Supergirl in the same picture, and I think that one is a very high quality collectible for sure. So I'm not surprised that the value's been moving up on that one. John Doe says, okay, so if I wanted to pull out some games from OMI investment, is there a vid you could suggest the best way to do that with this L2, L1 stuff? I have my OMI in my VeVe wallet. I don't know if there's a way to pull out from your VeVe wallet just yet. Well, maybe you can't. Well, yeah, I don't think you can cash out on a layer 2 yet. I mean, not until there's a bridge. So I don't want to talk too much about that since there's not a way to do that currently. Hey, appreciate for the sub. We got Momo Flies joining the Omi Homie fam. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you for joining. I don't know what happened to my little oh, my pinky's cramping. Look at that, it's stuck. I literally can't move my pinky. Welcome to the Omi Homie fam. I don't know what happened to my bot. Let's go back here. Should I buy Pluto right now or wait? Oh, looks like we got another. Who else did we get? We got it's Idris subbed. Welcome to the Omi Homie fam. Appreciate you for having you on. I think it's fair to say the most alluring NFT on the app. Yeah, it's just a high quality done NFT. I think that that artist, what was it that did that whole set? I think they just it's obviously like was like when they build statues and stuff like that, like it's meant to be art, and I think that they captured. Yeah, by justification. Well, I think that he captured like the art of it, like that pose and everything. Like it's supposed to capture that character, right? That character's persona and demeanor. And I think that that Supergirl has just captured the demeanor of Supergirl really well. And that's very hard to do. You know, that's really hard to do, to capture a superhero's persona and their like demeanor in a statue and a piece of art. And I think that's why like some of the best, you know, collectibles on the app have done really well. Like Riso being all shredded, ripped, but it's also high quality. You know, Todd McFarlane, like with the Spawn, like I think that's just pretty cool. It could be why the Omicron community had a little trouble controlling it early. It was a China only release. Possibly. You think VeVe got Nintendo? I think they're probably working with something there, because if they can get Nintendo, they can get other IPs, if you know what I mean. I think it would be in Nintendo's best interest to do something with VeVe, because they're both Unity-based apps, and I think Nintendo could definitely do something with VeVe. I think it's smart for Nintendo. I think it's really great for their brand to get more attention and in this new space, this new NFT space. So I think it's very smart for Nintendo to partner with VeVe. If I was Nintendo, I would definitely be looking at VeVe for sure. VeVe is like a blue chip NFT it's a GRAIL platform now. Like if you want attention to your brand, you better join VeVe. If you do it yourself, like I said early on about VeVe, is like if people launch their own platforms, it's just not as cool. It's not as cool. I don't know why. It's just because people want all their stuff in one place, and they want those 3D models. And when you do it yourself, it's just, you lose that cool factor, right? It's like Game Boy, you know, back how Game Boy was. You got to be on Game Boy. Now today, it's like you got to be on PC, you got to be on Xbox, you got to be on PlayStation, whatever, you know, VeVe is like that. It's like that platform you gotta be on. You just have to. Mario is the Toy Tokyo behind a pick. Don't know if that means anything. Even better yet, forget that Toy Tokyo. I seen that Toy Tokyo, and I don't know if that's I seen it before, but I don't know if that's like super. That's just a picture of their storefront. That could be Toy Tokyo could bring something like that to the table, like a gold Mario or something like that. That'd be cool. But this is what I noticed here. Let's go to DC Direct. If I can find it. Where are you? DC Direct on the app. I'll show it to you guys right now. If I can find it. Jeez, where are you at? Okay, DC Direct. Look at that. Look at the background art right there. Hang on, let me do a big picture. This is that background art. That's DC Direct. That's the actual brand. Now, do you see that Batman on the app? Doesn't that look like comic art to you? Well, like, why is that? Why are they using that art right there? That's DC Direct comic art. So I thought that was interesting. In my opinion, I don't know. What do you guys think about that art? Will we get DC Comics soon? All right, I think that one is something to pay attention to. Let's see if we can scroll down. That's the full. If you pull down, hang on, sorry. If you pull down on that, look at that. You can see a bigger picture. A bigger picture of that. It's like beating up some zombies or something. I thought that was really cool. I was thinking about selling Iron Man for Superman. What do you think? It's selling a superhero for another superhero. Both of them are really good. I think that's not a bad move. I think Superman maybe more popular, but I think that's also debatable. So it just depends on what you want to collect. Let's see. Do you have a price prediction for Goofy and Pluto long term? Goofy, Pluto long term. 4,444 Goofies. First secret rare, Goofy. I think it'll fluctuate between 4 and 10K long term. That's always been my prediction. I think it'll just fluctuate in between there for a long time. Just because he's like not one of the most popular like Mickey. But I think there's definitely the collectability factor. So I think it'll fluctuate. I think he'll go back up to 4 again. I think he's anything under 4 is probably undervalued for Goofy. Pluto. I haven't looked at Pluto in a minute. Pluto 666 editions. I think he could. It's a good question on Pluto. I think if Goofy goes down, I think people will try to collect the entire set, and so I think people will be more set collectors, and this price will gradually go up over time to like 2K. So no big price movements on Pluto, in my opinion, unless we get like some kind of crazy like market cap like pump again, where we get like millions and millions of users, which is very possible this year again. Then those two could definitely pump big time. So, but I think we'll definitely need a big influx of users like we did this past year, again this year, and we could maybe see some big movements there. But yeah, Pluto has definitely had a 35% increase, it looks like, this week. So Pluto definitely doing good in terms of the macro. Daisy Duck, Mickey, all these lenticulars performing very well. I thought they were very undervalued when they first came out, and now they're getting a little bit more respect. Glad to see it. This is one of those calls I made. But yeah, so good deal if you're a lenticular collector. Let's take a look at the daily. Kotaku definitely gonna complain about it. Yeah, Kotaku, what do they not complain about? Like, it's gonna be embarrassing when the macro is gonna be like digital ownership in games. Like, they're gonna look like fools for producing too much negative content if they do it too long. Like, at some point they're gonna have to do a 180 on the way they write articles and the way that they educate themselves on NFTs in general. Seeing as like a lot of these like NFTs are on eco-friendly chains and protocols, and it's like literally the Polygon network is like I think they're saying it's equivalent to sending 2 emails. Like, that's how environmentally, like, the impact, like, it's literally like nothing. So I think Kotaku's got a lot of work to do. Their editors need to do a lot more research. The macro long term anyways is going to be, it's going to flip. Gamers are going to want digital assets. I'm telling you right now, like, that's just going to be a demand. Like, it's going to be demanded that they own their own skins, their costumes, or their weapons, everything. I'm surprised to see so much backlash. I think that there has to be really great games, of course, first, and then perfectly blended with the NFT space. Obviously, we're in the infancy phase, so it's easy to bash everything, like bashing it. Like, I'm like, literally, you're just so here, just so early. Like, just appreciate that you are here early and that you can make a lot of money, like, in the gaming space and NFTs. Like, stop complaining about it. Just do something to build better programs, better platforms, better NFTs, and better games. Like, anyways, rant over. Superman is the nemesis of the VeVe process. Is the nemesis the VeVe in process? I'm not sure what the nemesis, what you mean. But I know VeVe is coming soon. I don't know what it's going to look like. I forgot I wasn't showing my screen. Here's the daily picks or daily gainers. Whoa! Amazing Spider-Man, what is going on? 200k to 400k in a day? I don't know if anybody's going to buy that. I don't know if there's been any sales at these levels for this comic. All new Captain America #1, not bad. Like I said, this one right here, I've been trying to tell y'all they're rebooting this one. This is the uncommon. Not a bad little tiny gain if you're stacking those. Like I said, they're rebooting that Captain America with a new series, so that's going to be interesting in real life. What else we got? Any big gainers? Him did a really big move. Who we got? We got Lucas. Welcome to the OMI Homie fam. Welcome to the stream. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Trick of the Obese, 21%. So yeah, overall, there's your gainers. Top losers, Supergirl, ultra rare, hit off 1,000, psychological level, New Mutants, True Believer, losing 20%. Really surprised to see that right there. But these are like little psychological levels too. Like, but yeah, I'm still surprised to see that one being the first appearance of Deadpool, I believe. What If #1, poster 1, Jelly Batman, Ice King. So these are the ones I pay attention to, are actually the losers. I pay attention more so on these because you can buy the dips, if you will. So those are always good to see. Let me see here. I think these are the, yeah, okay. All right, well, that's all I got for this stream. I'm all out of topics. I could keep reading comments, though. Frank Cho. Yeah, Frank Cho, that's the guy who designed that latest CoverGirl set. Guy who designed the new Supergirl is known for his suggestive art. He appreciates the female form and even the professional books guides on how to draw women with different figures. That's interesting. A few days since I got my account back and I bought so much. 3 variants. A few days since I got my account back and bought so much. 3 variants of each comic. Superman. Glad you got your comic back, or your account back. Happy to see that. Do you think we're ever gonna have Black Panther into this month? OBL, what's up, man? What's crack, fam? Yo, OBL, what's going on? Hope you're doing good today. I don't know. I don't know why. Is there a reason why we're speculating on Black Panther dropping this soon? Is that because is it Black History Month this month? Is that why? Black History Month. Yeah, so Black History Month still going on. That would probably be the speculation, right? Why Black Panther would drop this month. Rightly so. I mean, you know, Native American month. I'm Native American, by the way. We got some Native comics during Native American History Month. So actually, I was happy to see that. So that's a pretty good speculation, but I don't know. This early for Black Panther. I think Black Panther would definitely cause a gem squeeze. I don't know if it's going to be the comic. I would love to see the collectible. Yeah, so I'd love to see that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll do maybe the comic and then next year do the collectible. I don't know. I think it'd be smart though. But I know that there's going to be the was the Black Panther. They're still working on the movie, right? I wonder when that comes out. I agree. I don't have the liquidity to finish the set or get the stuff. I got both Goofy and Pluto on the drop, trying to get to determine whether playing one or both to get other stuff to work. That is, or to get other stuff is worth it. Yeah, that's a good question. I would be asking myself the same question as well. Please don't assume that people are gonna rent out their NFTs, like renting out a Spider-Man or C3PO. That's absolutely not gonna happen. So many people will be robbed. What do you mean robbed? Or you? I don't really understand that. What do you mean robbed? Like you can't really get robbed if you're renting through a through the app. You know what I mean? Like if it's like a setup through the app in a safe way, I don't think that's a possibility. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't actually send the NFT to that person and just hope that they give that app back to you. There would probably be some kind of protocol set up on the app. Tagged you in a Nemesis vid, Kyle. Have a look. I will. Did you tag me on Twitter, MF? So I'd love to see Blade. Ooh, Blade would be sick. Spawn, yes. War Machine, yep. Bishop. So yeah, Spawn and Blade would be sick. Obviously Black Panther, one of my favorites. I think that obviously would be cool, but Spawn and Blade, those low key, like, oh, those would be so sick too. NFT giveaway today. Oh yeah, on Twitter. Be on the lookout for that. Make sure you head over there if you're not already on the on my Twitter. You can find my handle right in there. Just Tiger Wilson with 2 L's. Next tweet, I'll be doing a giveaway. Congrats and thank you for everybody sub to the channel. Really appreciate that. We made it to 8.88k subs just recently. That magic number, collector number. I don't know what we're at right now. I think we just hit 8.9, and we're about to hit 9k subs. Insane. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Seriously, it means the world to me and my family. Like, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for the support. And I'll continue making. Oh, I forgot. Check the links in the description, as I have some other channels that I'll be launching. For those that are interested in random OpenSea projects, I have my short clips that I'll be bringing, like short, maybe informative clips that are short and to the point. And then I have a channel for NFT gaming. So crypto gaming, as you guys know, in Neo Tokyo, we're like the crypto gaming NFT project. And so I want to bring a lot of that value and content for you guys and everybody. So look out for those channels. I kind of want to separate VeVe from the rest of that stuff, right? So anyways, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm gonna do it. You're welcome to sub to those channels. So Orange Bag Lady says, on my YouTube, ND of course, and y'all are welcome. Yeah. Let's see. OBL, are you still making videos, OBL? I haven't checked in a while. I know you're always doing the Twitter Spaces and Chatty Tuesdays. Let's see here. Yeah, if you're not already subbed to OBL, you definitely want to give her a follow, man. She's been doing VeVe stuff for a hot minute, and then you want to go ahead. She's at that 7-Eleven. That's like a lucky number. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, make a wish. Lucky number 7-Eleven right there. But yeah, we want to make sure we get her above 1K subs. So if you're not already subscribed to OBL, you want to make sure you do that. She also is doing a lot of the VR chat stuff, which is really cool because that's where the metaverse is kind of going towards. But OBL, I hope you make some more cool content. I'm excited. Hopefully you'll continue to do videos if you plan. I don't know if you still are or not. It looked 8 days ago. But anyways, definitely give her a sub on YouTube and, of course, Twitter, where I think she's more famous on Twitter for doing all those Chatty Tuesdays and Twitter Spaces. Let's see. But yes, Black History Month. People are dumping FA Supergirl and buying the new one. Now that's just insanity. I would not. I don't recommend that. I think it's a good idea to own both, but dumping FA Supergirl. Ouch. Thanks for hopping on the Rebel Duck stream the other night. Oh, Getsy, OBL. I guess OBL, you were on the stream. Very cool. I gotta check that out. Let's see. Kyle, if you're free tomorrow afternoon, gonna be having a super cool stream on my channel. My mom's gonna be DJing. Heck yeah, getting her ready for the club nights in the VeVeverse. Let's go on my YouTube channel. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. We might have to raid your channel. We'll see. Okay, so there you go. Confirmation. I missed that entire comment right there. So be on the lookout for OBL's YouTube channel, and definitely want to catch that stream. Got to see the mom doing the DJ vibes. That's awesome. Let's see. Renting would be, VeVe Vibe says, renting would be a feature in the app in VeVeverse. If you rent something, I'd imagine it would be automatic. Get sent back with the ability to move, list, sell. Yeah, I agree. It would be automatically sent back. I just don't see that being done any other way, right? It's like, it's still tied to your account, your handle, your, Ethereum address or whatever. So when you rent it out, it still shows you're the owner, and maybe they build in some kind of contract, or maybe just in the app itself to where somebody can rent it out, and then after that time expires, it goes back to your account, no problem, and done safely, right? So that's what I imagine would be. So yes, Twitter smart contract, yo, yeah, exactly. So Blader Spawn, I'm snatching, says be on it. Yeah, that's a immediate cop. Same kind of genre, like that darker, like, oh, I love that genre, that dark. I love dark stuff, man. That's why I love Batman. Let's see. TG is on my Twitter, is my Twitter. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. All right, Viper, I see you. I know that account. I see you on the VeVe community all the time. Super excited for that. Spawn will be lit, says J East Music. VeVe Vibe says Spawn would do extremely well. All the Todd McFarlane fan. Oh yeah, that Todd McFarlane's a religion now, man. That McFarlane religion. We don't even call the first Batman. We call him Todd. So yeah, Spawn would crush it. Sava Traco says thanks for the information, guys. At VeVe Vibes. Getsy, OBL, but check my last comment, dude, about tomorrow. You're kind with the plug. Gotcha. I got you locked in. Redslone VV8 famous. OBL says, yes, come tomorrow. Thank you, Legend. You're welcome. You're welcome. Alcon and Thunderbirds, Thundercats. Oh yeah, Thundercats would be pretty lit, especially for those older people and yeah, that know the Thundercats. Let's take a look at the Thundercats. If you don't know what the Thundercats are, this is who the Thundercats are. Super OG, man. Thundercats. Right there. There we go. Let's see. Getsy said, I did my first live stream with Rebel Duck the other evening. Talked about OG stuff and unboxed my physical Todd. Let's go. It was an awesome experience. Heck yeah, man. Congratulations on getting that physical Todd, man. That's special. And as you guys know, I got that Todd behind me there. I actually have a couple, several physical Todds and of course the comic back there as well. It kind of looks like that statue's in the comic, so that's why I kind of put the comic like that. I think it's really cool, but congratulations, congrats on that. That's a big deal. Let's see, says Frank Garcia, should I sell my Todd $299? I was thinking 18K, then buy back at the floor and a Superman. Hey Frank, that's not a bad idea. $299. I think any Todd in general, I don't necessarily think, I think that obviously the lower mint numbers are cool, but I think if you just own a Todd in general, how important that is, right? I don't care, for me personally, I don't even care about the mint number necessarily. I think owning a Todd in general is a flex. Like base owners aren't necessarily like, I own number 44 basey. Like it just, like when you get to that level, owning a basey in general is like a flex, right? And I think that's the way Todd is going. And obviously, like I said, mint numbers are cool and they got the collectible factor, but to some people, like we just don't care, right? When it comes to Todd, it's just you own one. So I think that's a smart move. I think that's a good move, but that's not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. J-East Music, salute. Do you think the golden moment Simpson is Todd 2.0 since the real toy is made from Todd? Do you think the golden moment Simpson? So no, I don't think it's 2.0. I don't think Todd McFarlane didn't make that Simpson though. What do you mean is made from Todd? I think that the golden moment Simpson is, I think it'll hold value, and I think it's a good one, and it's technically the first Disney tag on the app. So I think when you look at it like that, I think the collectability factor is there. So each one of those golden moments is very special in its own right, and I did a really good video on that as well before, how each one of them is very interesting. I think they all have their own special collectability factor in them, like the Elsa, the Mickey hat, like it's a FA Mickey accessory, and Elsa, like those two are the first Disney Animation Studios in-house canon Disney NFT ever. Those are the first ones. And for me, I grew up going to Disney. I actually had a autographed book of every single canon Disney character autographed and signed in a book. So like coming and growing up in that Disney community, I look at Elsa in the Mickey hat as a huge deal. Even almost overlooking that Homer in that Bart, right? But now, like, I still have to take a step back and definitely pay homage to that first Disney tag on the app, right? That first Disney collectible of Homer and Bart, and I think that is super special as well. And then you look at all the other collectibles, I think they all have tremendous value. But yeah, it's just all what you like. It's going to be, at the end of the day, what you like collecting and what your favorites are. So you just got to do you at the end of the day. I flex my Todd in SR Spider-Man all day. Heck yeah. 600 gem floor now. Only 2 sales from 630. Dang, that's moving up quick. The real toy of Simpson is made from Todd and looks like the same as the Golden Moment. That's interesting. If it can confirm, but it's got that that signature on the foot though, or the signature on the bottom, right? The what's meant in R is you are physical and what you like to match with the digital one. So this one back here, I think is like 4682 or something. I can't remember. Yeah, 4682. To be gentle. I didn't put my white gloves on. But yeah, I would love to match it, but I don't know who's got that 4682. I got a couple other ones. I haven't unboxed them. Real toy. Let's see what's your mint number, physical. Let's see. Look up Todd McFarlane Simpsons toy. All right, we'll do that. All right, we'll take a look. We got Naked Bart. Let's see. Is it gonna load? Wait for it. Wait for it. It's like I guess it's so old. Let's take a look. Featuring Homer and Bart, push their limits, their father and son, dynamic Simpson style, original paint, action figure 6 inch tall, clamshell. Could be. I wish there was more information though. Let's see if we can find more information. It's confusing about the toy from Todd and the Golden from the other artist. Yeah, it's pretty confusing. I mean, this choke is like based off the cartoon at the end of the day as well. So it's like, you know, like, yeah, that would be confusing, right? Like, is this the FA choke? You know what I mean? Like, is this the FA? Like, or did another toy maker as well make this one rendition, you know, rendition, if you will? Yeah, this doesn't have any information either on this one. 5 years ago. So McFarlane Toys, I don't know if this one's actually made by Todd McFarlane as well. There's Matt Groening right there. So for that reason, I'm not sure. I think Todd McFarlane was maybe the distributor right there. Looks like Matt Groening was maybe the guy behind it. And the difference with Todd McFarlane Batman is Todd actually drew this, hence the comic behind it. So I don't know, it's hard to say. That's a good question though. I'll definitely have to research that a little bit more. Have you seen Kung Fury? The music reminds me of it. Slaps hard. Yeah, Kung Fury. I love that kind of humor. Kung Fury is awesome. I have a few more physical Todds to unbox. We should totally do a live stream and unboxing mine and yours. I'm considering it. I'll consider it. I don't mind. Send me a DM on Twitter. I might cry when I unbox it though, because I don't like, you know what I mean? Todd's at 10.9K. Sean Crypto and Comics posted this a few weeks ago too. That's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. All right, so with that being said, I think that covers just about everything. OMI token, it looks like it's popped up a little bit, as I kind of mentioned, but we'll see. Keep an eye on the charts on the OMI token price and the rest of the collectibles. And I think I'll be flipping a blue chip later on today and trying to pick back up another blue chip. So I think I'll maybe talk about that later on, maybe on Twitter. But be on the lookout for Twitter. I'm gonna do a giveaway. Probably just do a I don't know. We'll see what I'll give away here as a thank you for supporting me, and be on the lookout for that flip and trade I do as well. But appreciate everybody for tuning in as always, and smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed that stream, and hit that sub and bell if you haven't already so you don't miss any more future streams. I'll see you guys in the next one at the blockchain, and be liking an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see everybody later. Peace.